How did we do that? How do you take someone that walks into the gym? Because most of those people are just like, I want to lose 5 to 15 kilos.
Well, I think you know what you're capable of as the coach, and we always have known we've been exceptional at our jobs just because the effort and the time and the systems and stuff we put in. And I just don't think we've ever looked at someone and just written them off.
Yeah.
How many people look at someone and just go, I won't take them on, I'm either too good for this or whatever. And we've just
Do you reckon they take them on though and then just don't try?
they've written them off at some point. You know?
So they take on the client, but they don't.
Yeah, they also don't hold themselves to a high standard like we have and do. Like, we were results driven, man.
Yeah.
We were always taking measurements. Everyone had a program from day one.
Yep. So you metric yourself against results.
Yeah, and you were you'd get upset when your client didn't get results. You know what I mean? Like, so you take that mentality to everything.
Yeah.
And you micromanage everything. Mm-hmm. And then again, like, how if you're so obsessed with getting results, somewhat an ego thing as well as it's your job.
Yeah.
How does that trickle down into your coaching method? What systems do you put in place for your clients to meal prep, train, recover, be consistent, all of that? And it's like, what things are you tracking? What conversations are you talking about? And it's like, how does that positively impact the outcome? Exponentially. All of a sudden, someone who wanted to lose 10 kilos now wants to think about another goal. Like, we put people in a position to think about something else, which they never probably thought they ever would.
Yeah.
We've always talked about it. Sometimes, like, how many conversations have you had about, hey, you've lost the 10 kilos now. You don't ever have to think about that anymore.
Yeah.
What do you want to do next?
Yeah.
Build this. Then it's the layer of goal of, like, this is what I've always wanted. Yeah, I've always wanted to look like that.
So I don't know if you have, and either way, I've never had that conversation because there's always something.
Yeah.
When someone starts with me, it's like, oh, I just want to get in shape and blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, cool. A girl at the moment that I trained a few years ago, had a kid, come back, and she's like, back when we were training together ages ago, issues with food, didn't want to eat more, those kind of things.
Yeah.
Come back now, she's just gone into like her first growth phase. When we first did the consult, I was like, oh, like maybe we could look at like a photo shoot. You can kind of determine how seriously we take it. If you want to do it like a prep, if you want to do it just like for fun, lifestyle-y kind of vibes. And just was like, just chipping away again, results, hit the growth phase. She's like, I want to do a photo shoot at the end of the year. So I've never had to have the like, she lost the 5 centimeters off her waist that she wanted to. She got her lifestyle back because the previous method she was using wasn't working. I've never had that conversation because it's already like, I reckon we could do this next.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think I'm just going down the route of like, we just achieve the goals that people want and then they pick new ones.
Yeah. And
like, how many people will hire a trainer to do the job and then they just become friends and then they just do shit?
Yeah.
And it's like, you hired for the outcome. Like, do you guys just forget about it? Like,
but I think you're the same as me as you're looking at, you believe in them more than they believe themselves. So you're aiming for, I know you want to lose 10 kilos, but trust me. Like, you wait till you lose 10 kilos and then we grow you a set of glutes.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
but too many people never get the 10 off.
Yeah, so they either don't lose the 10.
Yeah.
And because the trainers not holding themselves accountable to the outcome enough. But we're so sure of the 10 that there's more. You can do more than that because that's easy.
Yeah. It all comes down to being results driven. I just don't think people are results driven enough. And then, like, just no one is going to gravitate to anyone doing anything if they're not good at it. Like, I just don't. It's like, why would you pick, like, even just choose a mentor?
Yeah.
I'm not choosing no. If you ain't got runs on the board, man, I don't give a fuck how good you are at speaking.
Yeah.
Like, we corded out ours. It's like they had to have runs on the board, they had to align with us, language, etc.
Yeah.
But they still had to have the results.
Yeah.
So it's the same. You want a higher caliber of person. You're trying to attract a specific person, and then, like, everyone's like, niche down to talk to people. I love it. Yeah. Absolutely here for it. You have to have some people, though, to show that you can do it. And if you don't, live the lifestyle yourself.
Yep.
So you can prove somewhere that you have it.
I wonder how big a role our obsession
Of course it is.
played in the success of the coaching.
Yeah, absolutely. You absolutely can lean off some of your own experience with yourself
Yeah.
to leverage your business when you don't have the social proof elsewhere.
Yeah.
But there just has to become a point where you need to show people you're good at getting them results and not yourself.
Yeah, 100%. So, yeah. So we've got believe in the client more than them. Hold yourself accountable to the result.
Yeah. Be results driven. That should be
Results driven.
Yep.
Set goals before the first goal has finished.
Uh-huh.
I think instead of like talking about using ourselves as reference points for success, I think the community that we created, especially over here, was heavily influenced by the fact we were so obsessed with our own outcomes and our own results with training that we were learning constantly, we were applying constantly, we were refining and like, how do we apply this to our clients?
Always doing something different, always implementing new things. And
you're talking to clients and you're like, oh, I'm doing this fucking like new macro thing and I've got this new cycle diet, or I'm like, hey, we're going to try like this. I want you to try this with your training today with like, do this with your bicep curls, do this with your row. Like, because we were so invested in what we were doing, so passionate about what we were doing with our own training, that rubbed off on the clients.
Yeah, you're setting a good example too.
Mm.
And I think there's a tremendous amount of value in that. Because people want the personal trainer who's doing the stuff.
Yeah, and it's inspiring. Right? Like
you're there to. That's partly why you're there.
Speak of the mentoring thing. Like I look at what the guys are doing, I'm like, fuck yeah, it's sick.
Absolutely.
Like I want to stretch. I want to get to another level. I want to be on their level. And yeah.
So it's multi-layered, but
so give yourself completely to your own training. It's a hard line to walk though, because we were so so conscious of applying it in an appropriate way to our clientele, and I think coaches are just like become like this. I trained, and you're a peasant. Like you've got to have that.
Yeah. You have to rely on your own stuff until you don't. And at the start, when you knew, it's a good thing to do.
Yes and no. Like I think